What is good, guys? It's Ray-J back with another video. And this one I want to talk about what's going on with Tesla stock and briefly talk about the news just said about it today. And break down why we had some pretty good news articles that came out that could be more and more promising for the company. I'm going to break down why on earth we are seeing some more significance as time goes on. But before I break into about what the news is saying about Tesla, what's going on with the share price of the stock, and what's happening with the market as you have some big data dropping for tomorrow, let me just mention a couple of things. I'm firstly not a financial planner, so take none of this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Webull link, which is down below and in the description. If you sign up for Webull, the link down below, and deposit any amount of money into the account, you're guaranteed up to 12 free stocks. The offer ends very soon. It ends in just about 1 day, so check it out before they run out. Anyways, let's break down what's going on with Tesla. So Tesla is up 1.43% for the day, but a little pop in the morning before dropping and then trading sideways after CPI came out. CPI was basically very mixed. It was basically as expected for the most part, and also a little bit hot for some of the metrics, such as core CPI month over month. That was a tiny bit hot. And then also, it was just like all items CPI, just a tiny bit hot at 3.7% versus 3.6% being the expectation. Besides that, besides those two things, everything else was as expected. And that's why the market didn't really react too negatively because no headlines were saying too much about the Fed or doing anything like that. So, how is Tesla looking? There's a possible head and shoulders that could be developing on it. There is a risk of downside, but here's the thing no guarantees it plays out because tomorrow we have initial jobless claims and the PPI data coming out. The VIX looks like it could drop as a gap below that could get filled soon. If it fills that gap, that could push, or that could be because of the market pushing upwards, right? But Apple also has a head and shoulders that could slow the market down. So, we have very mixed signals, right? The VIX has the gap below because of the market possibly pushing, but then the Apple stock has this head and shoulders that could slow us down. So, very mixed stuff. We'll see how this develops. As far as SPY goes, we're just going to get a big reaction to what happens tomorrow with all the data from PPI. It looks like we're going to likely just see some sideways price action. We'll see if this develops into anything. I always like to be open-minded nonetheless because you never know what could happen. So now let's talk about some news. Tesla has planned to almost double its component sourcing from India to $1.9 billion this year. That is some good news because Tesla is continuing to make some big investments into India and developing into new technologies. Now, Tesla also mentioned the fact that they're starting to enjoy the fruits of new technology, innovation, and etc. by coming to India. And this is going to be very, very good to produce large demand in India because we know in India, Tesla is once again very, very well looked at. A lot of engineers love the company. And I think there's a very big market for them. Now, to add on to this, there was some talk about Bill Gates possibly shorting Tesla. Now, this is not confirmed. There's no promises about this. I mean, he could be, he may not be, who knows? But Elon Musk said that he suspects Bill Gates is still doing it. I'm going to break down exactly why that is. So, Tesla was reported as one of the most shorted stocks in all of the US out of the large caps. And Elon Musk has said, I actually have a quote from him somewhere here. Basically, he mentioned that the short sellers occupied the innermost circle of hell, according to Elon Musk. And he said that Bill Gates said that he was sorry, but he did not basically try to do anything to Elon Musk. And then going down, I think Musk said this right here. He mentioned that such a big short position could drive the stock down for everyday investors. And Musk said, this is basically his words exactly, to the best of my knowledge, Bill Gates, he's referring to Bill Gates, he still has that massive bet against Tesla on the table. Someone should ask him if he does, right? And Musk was calling Bill Gates a hypocrite for that reason. Am I saying he's correct or not? I'm not going to make any claims on this. This is just what Elon Musk is saying. Now, looking at it, okay, shorting is something that's normal for the markets, in my opinion. Shorting in itself is not evil. It's just that Musk thinks that it's very hypocritical for someone that is so pro, in favor of fighting against climate change, for example, and to have the awareness and the amount of impact that Bill Gates has had for someone like that to be shorting Tesla. He thinks it just doesn't make sense. And it really ticked Elon Musk off, to be honest with you. So Musk is still talking about it. He's saying he doesn't really agree with what Bill Gates is doing. And he thinks that Bill Gates needs to be asked about his short position on Tesla because, to his knowledge, Musk thinks that Bill Gates may still have it. So does he have it? Like I said, I don't really know. There's no way I can truly tell you just yet unless somebody asks and we get some confirmation. But as of right now, I'll say this. I think that there's no proof that he closed the short position. How about that? There's no way we could prove that he did. So we can't say anything until we get more confirmation. Anyways, going back, like I was saying about what the Prime Minister of India ended up saying, he met up with Elon Musk and he said that Tesla was looking to invest in India. And we have other ministers of trade who are saying that Tesla is once again very open and welcome to the country. There's also going to be more policy changes to incentivize EV practices, according to Indian officials, and that is good news for Tesla. Now, something else that's very, very good is the fact that we saw a Cybertruck fleet not too long ago. This news came out, I think, yesterday night. And basically, there's a picture of a bunch of Cybertrucks together. This is very, very promising because in the past, we tend to see one or two Cybertrucks together. Now we're seeing a bunch of them. And this is very, very, very awesome for investors because more of the Cybertrucks are coming. They're being produced, and we're going to be seeing them on the streets very, very soon, in my opinion. Very bullish for Tesla's long term. Tesla has also officially launched the Powerwall 3. They're releasing the specs, and this is looking quite good for them. As a new energy capacity that's higher than that of the second one, it's using the solar to grid efficiency of 97.5%. It has higher than expected grid power from what I found. And for the installation, you have to use an integrated inverter and a system controller, and that's going to require flood and dust resistance, which is very good for it. This is the size of it, so you can see the dimensions down here with a 10-year warranty. So not good. Not bad, excuse me, not bad whatsoever. It's great, if anything. But the power capacity, which is once again, it basically retained the same energy capacity relative to before. I think it's higher than the first one. I think I was referring to that. And the main difference is now that it's continuing to do this, it's continuing to improve. There's some good specs as well. Looking at some other updates that came out, we have some new updates from the FSD. You can see right over here, the new updates are just looking very, very good for Tesla. You can now, it includes like a Spotify player refresh, support for the Bluetooth controllers, and other things like that. So some good news has come out for them. There's improved phone calls, other features like this, service mode improvements, and it's all looking quite good for Tesla. Anyways, more detailed supercharging information has come out as well. So it looks very, very nice. The FSD improvements and the improvements to Tesla's interface are just necessary for the company's growth. All right. So, anyways, that's pretty much it for the news. I will talk more about the news for tomorrow. And please remember, we have the PPI data coming out, some more inflationary numbers plus initial jobless claims. This data is going to cause more volatility. So just be ready for it. And we will see what happens tomorrow, an hour before the market opens. With that said, have a great day, everyone. Remain calm, cool, and collected. Do what you have to do. And I will most definitely see you guys in the next one. Tesla to the moon because the long term is still incredibly bright. And peace out.